I'm a big fan of that new intro. Everyone, welcome to another episode of StreamYard Spotlight. I am co-host Dana Bentz.
And I'm co-host Kelsey Bentz. Happy Thursday. Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Happy Thursday and a very exciting week. My birthday is tomorrow, so I'm very excited to head into the weekend.
Yay!
Woo.
Yes, it is. Happy early birthday.
Thank you. Thanks, Kels. And thank you so much, everyone, for posting a little hello in the comments. Tim is paging Stefan.
Hey, Tim.
Thank you, Tim. Hey, Nazira and Dr. Stuart Buchan. Hi, girls.
Stuart.
Scotland in the house. Very cool. Yeah, we always like to see where everyone's tuning in from. So if you don't mind putting where you're tuning in from in the world, we love seeing how global our audience is every single week.
Yes.
But for those of you who are new to our StreamYard Spotlight, we do these shows every single week, getting ready for the birthday. Oh, thank you. We do these shows every single week to feature a new person using StreamYard in a unique way, using it to, do different things that you've never seen before. So we're super excited for the guest we have tonight. She taught us something already when we were just backstage. So let's bring on Rozs to the show. Hi, Rozs.
Hi. Hello.
Welcome.
Well, thank you. Thank you guys for having me. You have been my lifeline, so it's amazing to be on this platform today.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes.
Yeah, we're super excited to hear from you and how you're using StreamYard. So we want to talk about the background, but before we do that, Rozs, can you tell our audience what your show is about?
Absolutely. So Roz's Happy Hour is, I've gathered celebrities, headline talent. So Triche Entertainment is a headline booking agency, middle agent that we book headline talent across the country. And prior to the pandemic, we were in Las Vegas at the Waldorf Astoria. We were on our way to the Bahamas. We had brought in NFL great, Super Bowl champion, and everything stopped. Everything stopped. And so I had to figure out what to do. And somehow, I can't even remember to this day, but I took a drink. I took a drink and I went live. And I had one of my celebrities, Marshall Thompson from the Shy Lights. He came in and we were talking and having dialogue. And then it said, oh my God, this is what I need to do. I need to bring in my guests, my clients, the artists. Their lives had just stopped, just like mine had.
Right.
So I think StreamYard was in Facebook, and I jumped in. I'm like not a tech person at all whatsoever. I use Facebook to do, minimum post of events and things like that. But it was so user friendly, and you just step out. You're going to make some errors. You're going to trials and tribulations. And what I liked about StreamYard, Kelsey, Dana, you guys are right there. I hit that help button every single time I went live. Yes.
Yeah, Rozs, I feel like we got to know you so much this is the first time that I'm meeting you face to face, of course, or even virtually, but I have known your name and we've corresponded several times.
Absolutely. You guys bailed me out. 5 minutes before going live. And every time I went live, I was so nervous, right? So StreamYard built courage for me. It gave me a sense of purpose. And so what happened then where I live, the county just asked, as a small business, how have you pivoted? And I told him that I created Roz's Happy Hour, where we would just have a conversation with celebrities, NFL speakers and things that we went through our Rolodex, and we start calling up people. We start calling up the Whispers and, Marcus Allen, and they all said yes. and they came on the show. And so then I just started doing all of your videos, engaging with you guys, learning how to do overlays. I learned everything through StreamYard videos. And I've done about 35 of these shows now.
Congratulations.
Oh my gosh.
That's no small feat.
35. I think we're only on, like episode 40 of the Spotlight show. So you're not far behind us. That's a lot of shows.
But what I want to say is that by this pivoting, I know my eyes weren't pivoting, I received grants. And the Small Business Administration said, how have you pivoted? And I told them about Roz's Happy Hour that I just created through StreamYard broadcasting, and they gave me equipment grant. So I was able to get a new computer. I was able to get, because I started bare bone with nothing. I was able to upgrade my mic. And then there was Christian, and he told me about the Zoom L8 track. I got that. Prior to that, I used Loopback. And I'm still growing. So now new cameras, lights, and it's been like fantastic. So I'm on my second.
Really does look amazing.
Grant. Thank you. Thank you.
We've been getting so many comments already about your background, Rozs. Can you talk about that background behind you and how you set it up?
Yes. So, I had grown out of my office. My office space just was not right. And so since I'm having celebrities, I wanted to give them a presence so that I could put their images up behind me while I'm doing their interviews. And this is my television. This is my home TV. It's like 75, screens.
That is so cool. And so thinking outside the box, to figure out to put the screen back there. But how did you get it to not look like a screen? Like Kelsey and I were saying, it looks like, a canvas or like a physical backdrop.
Yeah. So what I did is I did YouTube. I will go to iMovies and I put my images in there until I get them just right. And then I may have like 5 rolls of this until it fits perfectly on my screen. And then, I do tests every time to make sure that the image fits and looks the way you want. And I have some issues with my lights. As you can see, my lights feed back into the screen, but you just kind of adjust with it.
I didn't even notice that, to be honest. Yeah, you have it set up so well.
Yeah, thank you. So cool. And so it doesn't have to be the same image all the time. You can rotate different images for each of your show.
That's
right,
the cool
and customize it for each guest, right?
Yes, absolutely.
I know some people they'll customize like the stream background, like the wallpaper, whatever you call this blue thing we've got. They customize that for the guests. Background. But I like that. I like that you have it in your, in your background so that when you go full screen, like it's still there. I really like that because when someone goes full screen, you can't see our little blue background anymore.
Yes, and I practice that. So I'll do with I'll use my second computer, add a second image, and make sure that when I pull in with my image, that I'm still have the image the way I want to. So sometimes if the head of the guest could be over here or something like that, it's practice. It is really practice. Yeah. And, StreamYard, again, has been a lifeline for me for the past year. Every Wednesday, I go live with, someone. And the thing about it is I would like call you guys or hit that help button. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Even when you guys were, half staff, you were still responsive. Now you're like 24/7.
Yes.
I know
so
we have
it's
grown.
It's so inspiring, like hearing about where you started with live streaming to where you are now. So I'm wondering if you can offer some advice or some tips for people who are just getting started now and are feeling that those trials and tribulations that you talked about. Like, how did you persevere through those? What was your mindset like?
Well, and I still get nervous every single time I go live because you don't know what the computer is going to do. You can have everything perfect.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, the electricity will go out or something like. But you know what? It's not a perfect world. What has helped me is to know that CNN, TV, everybody we're all learning this stuff together. So it's okay. If we make a mistake, it's okay. It's not the end all. Pick up, keep pressing forward, set your goals, and dive in. That's the only way to do this, is just dive in. And each time you do it, you learn more and more and more, and you perfect what you learn. Take those, bad shows. What are you going to do? You wrap it up and and I used to download every show and edit it to YouTube. So I wouldn't broadcast to YouTube until I had a perfect show. I'm one that wanted everything correct and perfect. Now I'm like, you know what? I think people want just you to be yourself and to be real, and they get it. They get it. So don't stop trying. Don't stop trying.
Yeah.
That's so inspiration. Yeah, great outlook. Like so inspiring, like when you're getting started, because I think it scares so many people from just starting their live streaming journey. Like they want to have a perfect camera like Rozs. They want to have the really cool background. They want to have your nice mic set up. But it's like, you got to start somewhere. Like you got to get started with, what you have, like your phone, and then kind of work up to getting better and better. But I think something that you mentioned, like that's the beauty of live streaming almost. Like people want to hear from the real you. They don't want to see the edited version of Roz's guests. They want to see like you and the trials and tribulations, like the audience is there with you. Some people might joke in the comments like, oh, the electricity went out again or what have you, but that kind of just adds to the fun of things.
Yes. Yeah. And it's always a challenge. I just had this Wednesday, my guests only would do Zoom. And I'm like, I've done all this practice and rehearsing on StreamYard. That's the only platform that I use, the only platform. But it was such a big name talent that I didn't want to lose that opportunity to go live. So what I did is I recorded on Zoom and then I downloaded and uploaded it through StreamYard. So I still got what I wanted at the end.
Smart.
That is super. So how did you do that? So you recorded the interview in Zoom as just like a recorded meeting, and then you downloaded that, and then how did you play it on StreamYard?
Oh my God, you guys have a new share button. So you just share that file, and then I can add the overlay on it because I had no overlays in that at all. So I just added my overlays to it. It was beautiful.
And it's like, it looks like you're live, right? Because you go live and then you can use that pre-recorded interview, but then you're adding the graphics on top to give the illusion of, this is a StreamYard interview.
Exactly. And I was so nervous. Cool. I was so nervous about doing it. I didn't know how it would be perceived, but there was comments. I could add the comments during that broadcast that I did, and it was the same. It was truly the same thing. So you got to get creative. You've got to just, be willing to try different things until you get right.
Yeah. And Tony says live equals real life. People connect to you better. Totally. Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I love that.
They do.
And on that comment, can you talk a little bit about how you've maybe grown your community through this past year of live streaming, or how you engage with your audience through live streaming with StreamYard?
Yeah. So I mean, I'm prior to going live, I'm promoting on every network. I'm on Instagram, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm doing movable graphics, and I'm preparing people what's coming up, who's my guest. I mean, there's still things that I don't know, how to maybe put that link on IG, on Instagram, but that's okay. People get it. Sometimes I'll even buy ad space to just keep populating. You just want to keep your name out there. Just keep it going, so people look for you. They're familiar with you. And then now I'm bringing in my first sponsor.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Congrats.
yes.
That's super exciting. That's awesome.
Yes.
So they're sponsoring the Roz's Happy Hour show.
Yes.
Cool.
So
Well,
And then you mentioned you also use the comments too, and you display those on screen, and you sort of like interact with your viewers that you connect with prior to the broadcast, right? So they come to watch it, and then they can interact with you in that way.
Oh, absolutely. They are a part of the show. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what broadcasting is all about. It's engaging your audience and making them feel a part. The good thing about our show is that these are celebrities that they don't normally get a chance and opportunity to engage with. So here they can make comments and we can shout them out. The artists or whoever the celebrity is can speak directly to my audience. And so we're all connected. We're all talking about issues. We're unveiling the artist. You're now seeing them in their home, comfortable.
Right.
And just, we're learning, like, one of our singers, he's also a painter. Well, we didn't know that, so
Yeah.
it gives so many people just something else to look forward to. And, we're connecting, I mean, my numbers, listen, it's a slow walk.
Yeah.
You're not going to get 30,000. Okay. It's just not going to happen overnight. But it grows, little by little. And I feel like this.
With the consistency.
Yes. My numbers are not large, but they're strong,
Like
So-
That's
your
what
community,
matters, right?
yeah, like they're engaged with you. Like you get lots of comments and reactions. Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
like that's what matters. Absolutely. So Roz, we are almost out of time.
Okay.
Where can our audience members? This has been so fun, by the way.
Thank you.
Where can our audience members become your audience and watch all your upcoming streams?
So, I'm on Rozs without the apostrophe S, Rozs Happy Hour on a YouTube channel. My company name is Triche Entertainment, and you can find me on Facebook. And, that's where we're at. And we'd love to have you, have more people come out and check out what we're doing. So,
Awesome.
Fantastic.
So you stream to both of those. You stream to Triche Agency Entertainment and
I
to your
do.
Roz's Happy Hour YouTube.
And I also stream to tricheentertainment.com, my website.
Lovely.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We've got lots of places to check you out.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fabulous.
This has been so much fun. Thank you so much, Rozs, for joining us.
Thank you guys.
Thank you for sharing with us your tips and tricks. It's just so fun to hear from you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. This has been an honor to be here. Again, StreamYard has been my lifeline during this pandemic time. So, and I will continue with it.
Oh, so good to
Love
hear.
to hear that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So fun. Thank you again, Rozs.
Thanks.
All right. Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
That is so fun. Oh, these interviews go by way too fast.
They really do. They
Yeah.
fly by.
I know. So much fun. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in to another great episode of StreamYard Spotlight. I hope you learned a lot about backgrounds, guests, interacting with
Possibilities.
interacting with the
Yeah.
audience. And we will see you again next Thursday, same time, same place. Bye, everyone.